If so, for movie be a quaba, Edeba, a Jinyame TV so. Training issues, the cost of my ganimu, and I DB, Ebesumun, and ne, your boy Eddie Ra, a Sampa, ye naim. Sanya, him for Sam, AC Echo, Ewa Sampa, mintim, one say, Echo swan, my name to quite addition, to say, a jew. No one Sam, and I DB, Eddie Ebabesumi. Na a Sampa, ye your call one, and not Samba, Jafro, Tosum, you name so no, and a 2 for 32. Nana agazete no se wasue ede atwere no sanso wakosue ede atwere ye Sampa traditional council no a omunyina enim se wono na agazete no nanso ade se nana samadua ane ono so enhyada ente no ho ase ono so ehun ho so no na eye ma hene wo ho no mo enam so ma mente me ho ase bebre na na ekoso wo Sampa ne nei press conference akoso eye na Samba a jafla otosu mienu ono na chidifo ene Sampa traditional council na kabom ede sa press conference e de ahyehye so na wo monsem o mu kan nyina ne se wo se mampani etumi bam also ode na no ebeto eye Sampa hemfo sema ekoso no also ode na no ebeto mu bi because ade ade sei mente me ho ase ade tututu ade antokwa ose emboa ma Sampa ade hye wo honom no wo mu enya asomdwe na wo mu kasa ye no mu no wo mu ede atodwo mu twum se na samadua ane owachitaifo bebre na ewo honomo ene wochiremu a eyebono regional minister ochemso otanichi ose before kransa ye be appoint no as minister no na cheso no ene ye lawyer wodi o masem omo enti wakasa sisia no ade se wotai wo mochi sanso ena ye MC a wo honomo ono so ta wo mochi sanso na Sampa police command do ma hene pache so tankofo nyina etanichi enti no se ne wo mo no enim se Nana Jafro tosu mienu ena chese ya gazette no ono sanso na nana samadua so ofre no so no so eye mahini to osese mampani ede ne nan besi form na wabam se na beya enkwai te se de bokode no bi esi ye no mente me ho ase ade kyan afa ne afa we ni afa we yiku ade kyan na kuro ni butu na nkofo dan ye hye ne ade ose da bi enya sa ena wo mo epeni to mo de press conference no de ahyehye so ena traditional council leaders mpenufo wo nyina ba ase bi a wo mo twem se de omunnim no ene nana Samba jafla otosu mienu ono pe no munim no nti no muhia se mampani beba mu bi se de be ya ubeka se mampani amba mu bi enye because MC police command eni penfo ahudro bebre na no ade se wo mo etai eye nana samadua echi nti omo sre se mampani embra mu bi nti sa de a enye yi.
People on the high table, we have Nana Siejo Patterson, who happens to be the chief of Jamra and also the Mansin of the Sampa Traditional Council. When you talk about a Mansihine, as the name implies, he is the, I would say, landlord. He was the first occupant of the area before the Sampa people came to him for him to give them a place to stay, where we have the current Sampa. We also have Nana Kwadwo Maksa II. Kokoa Hine, he's also the Adontin Hine. The Adontin Hine, in the absence of the Sampa Mai Hine, is the acting president. So whenever the Sampa Mai Hine is not around, is the Adontin Hine who chairs in his stead. We also have Nana Willie Kofi Nana King China, the Grunti Hine of the traditional, the Chidom Hine of the traditional council. We have Nana Penchamen, the Grunti Hima, in fact, not only a Grunti Hima of the traditional council, but a gazetted Grunti Hima. The gazette alone speaks volumes for itself. Then we have Nana Kofi Krufie, the Kurunti as well. And right behind me is the Ebusiapeni Nana Abu Sribo. We have Alaji Isifu Traore also with us. We have Nana Techipoku, the Achiamehine as well. So without much ado, we open the floor to listen to why we are here. There's been some backlash, and currently as we speak, Sampa is on the verge of being a hotspot in the country. It started from somewhere where we want to draw the attention of the whole nation to. So I'll leave the floor for my brother here to give you the brief history as to what.
Distinguished members of the media, respected Nananum, opinion leaders, and the good people of Sampa and beyond, we greet you all and warmly welcome you. On behalf of the esteemed Nananum of the Sampa traditional area, we wish to express our sincere appreciation for your presence here today, especially the media, because your commitment to truth and responsible journalism plays a vital role in promoting peace, understanding, and transparency within our society. Nananum, having carefully observed recent developments surrounding the chieftaincy crisis within the Sampa traditional area, and as the legitimate authorities entrusted with the responsibility of safeguarding the dignity of our soul and the future of our people, it is considered necessary and appropriate to address the public through this press briefing. We therefore ask for your patience and attention as I now proceed to present the official position of Nananum on the issues at hand. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, today we speak not only with urgency, but with pain. We speak with the weight of grief, frustration, and deep anxiety for the future of our people. This is not a routine press engagement. It is a cry for justice. It is an appeal for protection. It is a call for immediate intervention. We direct this appeal to the President of the Republic of Ghana and Commander-in-Chief of Ghana Armed Forces, because the Constitution places the safety of every Ghanaian ultimately in his hands. When the community feels abandoned, it is to the President that it must end. What is happening in Sampa is not a mere traditional disagreement. I repeat, what is happening in Sampa is not a mere traditional disagreement. It is a crisis that is festering, escalating, and threatening to spiral beyond control. The tension is real in Sampa. The pain is real. Sampa is not an insignificant village hidden from national view. It is a district capital with over 20,000 people. It is the administrative heart of the German North District in the Bono region. It is the cashew hub of Ghana. It is vital border town that sustains cross-border trade with Cote d'Ivoire. Thousands depend on the peace of Sampa to feed their families. Today, that peace is fragile. For nearly 20 years, the question of succession to the paramount stool was subjected to patient and lawful mediation. The matter moved from family deliberations to the traditional council and ultimately to the revered Asantehene Otumfuo Osei Tutu II, the overlord of Sampa stool. Both the Samudria family and the Afia Techiwa family voluntarily placed themselves under his authority. For 2 decades, processes of consultation, arbitration, and customary adjudication were undertaken with discipline and respect for tradition. The Asantehene's role was not symbolic. It was decisive and grounded in customary law. The parties pledged to accept his determination. After this long and exhaustive process, the Afia Techiwa family was granted the right to nominate a chief. Nana Jafla II was duly nominated and accepted. He was subsequently gazetted under the laws of Ghana. To gazette someone is not ceremonial. It is not symbolic. It is legal recognition by the Republic of Ghana. It affirms legitimacy under the Constitution and the Chieftaincy Act. It means the state recognizes him. It means the law protects him. It means institutions must respect him. Yet, what followed has been heartbreaking. So the question is, what are some people taking gazetting today for? Some people govern or under the rule of law, governed by the rule of law of Ghana, taking gazetting for. Instead of acceptance, there has been resistance. Instead of peace, there has been provocation. Instead of respect for the law, there has been open defiance. Powerful individuals, that is, people entrusted with high office and sworn to uphold neutrality, have, through actions and silence, created an atmosphere where lawlessness feels protected. And then came the violence. Before the Gazette was issued, threats were made publicly that there would be mayhem, that is, violent and needless disturbance, if the process continued. Those words were not empty. Those were not empty words. As if it was a joke, violence erupted. Lives were lost. Some members of the Afia Techiwa family were killed. Properties were burned. Vehicles were reduced to ashes. We are not speaking of statistics. We are speaking of human beings. Fathers who will never return home. Mothers whose voices have been silenced. Children who now ask questions that no one can answer. Families who run for their lives as flames consume generations of hard work. To this day, justice has not been delivered. The wounds remain open. Recently, despite lacking lawful authority, the same faction announced their intention to conduct funeral rites for the late Paramount Chief and Queen Mother. The Ghana Police Service, recognizing the volatility of the situation, sought and obtained a court injunction to prevent further escalation. This injunction was ignored. In full view of the community and with open participation of influential traditional authorities like the Domahini, an appeal court judge, the Sumahini, a member of the Council of States, the regional minister who previously acted as counsel for the Sambudia faction before assuming office, and the district chief executive, an indigene of Suma Ahinkro with allegiance to the Sumahini, have through their actions and inactions created conditions in which illegality appears protected and emboldened. And with the involvement of DISEC, District Security Council, the prohibited rights were carried out. When court orders are treated as mere options, what message is sent to the ordinary citizen? When those entrusted with leadership disregard the judiciary, what confidence remains in the rule of law? The situation is worsening in Sampa. There are now active attempts to sell Sampa lands, despite a standing court injunction. Land in Sampa is not just soil. It is an identity. It is inheritance. It is for the future of unborn generations. Unauthorized land sales under unlawful authority risk planting the seed of conflicts that may outlive or outlive all of us. We say this with anguish: enough is enough. Nana Jafar II, himself as an appeal court judge, has consistently chosen restraint. He has pursued legal remedies. He has relied on mediation. He has exercised patience even after blood was shed. But restraint cannot substitute for the state protection. Patience cannot replace justice. When the Gazette is disrespected, when court injunctions are ignored, and when violence is not decisively addressed, ordinary people begin, the president stated, in relation to Boko, that government works only with gazetted chiefs. That statement gave us hope. We respectfully and passionately ask, let that principle live in Sampa as well. The law must not be dependent on geography or influence. It must stand firm everywhere. We speak with painful honesty. Sampa is showing the early signs of becoming another Boko. Ghana has witnessed the heavy cost of prolonged conflict, where lives were lost, communities divided, national resources drained through constant security deployments. We cannot afford another bleeding wound in our nation. You don't want it that way. Prevention always is less costly than repair. Mr. President, as Commander-in-Chief of the Ghana Armed Forces, every life in Sampa is under your constitutional protection. The cries of our people rise to you. Mothers fear for their sons. Traders fear investing. Youth fear that violence may return at any moment. The air in Sampa is heavy with uncertainty. History will remember whether early warnings were heeded. We do not seek to inflame tensions. We seek to prevent further tragedy. We do not seek confrontation. We seek protection. We do not seek special treatments. We seek equal application of the law. We must state candidly that their conduct has not reassured the community of impartiality. When institutions appear compromised, citizens feel exposed. It is a human one. We call for immediate enforcement of court orders. We call for state protection for the gazetted paramount chief. We call for thorough investigation and prosecution of acts of violence and arson. We call for an immediate halt to unauthorized land sales. Above all, we call for justice that is swift, visible, and uncompromising. Sampa is too important to be sacrificed to impunity. Too many tears have already been shed. Too many homes have already burned. Too many hearts are already wounded. The people are watching with hope. The nation is watching with concern. History is watching with judgment. We place this matter in the hands of the President, and under the authority of the Constitution he swore to uphold. May compassion guide the response. May courage enforce the law. May justice come before more blood is shed. Signed, Nana Pajomasa Kukwahini and Adonfihino of Sampa Traditional Council, and Nana Busrubo Abusampeni of the Afia Techua Royal Family. Distinguished members of the media, ladies and gentlemen, we thank you for your time, attention, and responsible and commitments to responsible reportage. Thank you very much.
Okay, Mipacho, Mebo and Semna Oka and Tofa, Ediama, Union, Media, so. Dear Minianabeka in Nano, a background to and Semna Elcoso, Ewo, Sampano. If only be Bebusa, Babia, Sampa, Ewo. Sampa enye sebi ekrokitwa bia ewo manchie bia ordine ne ho. Sampa ye ka sei Ghana cashew dwedi ni nyina no eye Sampa enegina. Sampa ene Cote d'Ivoire ena ehye borders. Enti eye ekura edwedi a ekoso wo ho no eye edwedie kese between two countries. Na ensama ye kan ye ensama akoso ebro infi so about 20 years na factions na train sa manson no started wo efie omo eka ho asem go fie a movie to the traditional council so the muni mama mrene amane no ohene to na yeyi ohene fofora yedi kan bom pro no e wo fie na ye movie to the traditional council say yenti ye ho ase a na akọ regional we can say House of Chiefs say still no entiasie enye adwuma ya want to want no e decide say obetimi e di akọkọt na Sampa ensem no Sampa man hene eye ohene a ohye otumfo ositutu ase direct enti se wan no kama asem mpo wo na mu hwie a edi se otumfo pene so ansana yesi hene enti penchen dia ba e otumfo ho ene ekọ resolve all those issues na estati ye na omunya komasibre yaye ayampa odi akunyane ma efia tachiwa busua omoto aso koyi omode share de bai ema otumfo eji ni tumu amamre ni amane kwan so wo sai ya tre ne manfo e wo Sampa ewie ababa bisai e dia kire opinso e wo Kumasi se uhu the traditional council ni na e wo ha or the backing of the traditional council because we try actually warm. Ama omo so esai e di atre nana no eye nana Samba Jafla. Enti de ekoso ni nyina no na setre eno no na grofukase se minya no eye no omamoti ase so se ye ni na ewie ye no ebi ma ye sister na no omunti omunhu ase na nyankopon adom omakonya regional minister but before regional minister no so kra aban ebeba ko yi se regional minister no and some cause we na ono regional minister na eye omo lawyer enti ono akasa no wo ne personal interest and so the domahine so esi amana ye no aso ni otumfo atwemanso enti anya wonye dehye na obetimi ayusu ya ye bibi de atia otumfo a enye ohye wachi enche bia semunya ntia omo ye so omo ye na ofiri mu no ayie e wo Sampa police for no hwe situation e decide say there be dedi kan wankasa kra wonya hene de tosumienu ekro ni mu nwo si abema kwanya mawa ye de wo ye no police for ni to anamon ko asendibia kwaje ye boni be friend say injunction a odi beto so say munjai de mu ye no injunction no eba ye no eye the regional minister any the district chief executive no so yobi a ofiri suma hinkro suma hini no so yobi ono so eti council of state asembia si wa Ghana ha ono na ye hwese obe company for honya kwa kutu Ghana man pani efo na se asama ba beto na police force munja ya suma hini ene doma hini ene the regional minister and the district chief executive etimi ka bonu ekoshe abrante na chi se chinchia onkoso na wonye na eyi no kra woye wi a eye court ne beko asemi eye court e bitimi akwa akọbọ e di atu be ye ye wala no twe Ghana man pani adwen asisu ni se sadi e boko de no otumfo de report come na ono akasa issue statement at all so say Oma sebio ya gazette omo se ahemfo eno betimi ni omo edidwuma unfortunately the akoso was Sampa no onye gazette nemu bi onye gazette no regional minister no so decide say obi make sure say so far as no ne te akonya so say regional minister there kroni mo pa there o mani nsi ho na ekro no ebeye de na etumbo ye ka say enyememu ayedin diama enkrofo wa Sampa obi efia bontia na nyem hihye no because obi knew the next moment here ba just because there is no level of security in the town because regional minister etimishe obi eti say ko na koye ye uye wi aye ko court ni akwa ko ba to ampa oto aso ye minister ye ti court ti mi bro injunction ama o decide say on fa ni die emma court no na be den die ni die e di ama constitution of Ghana yes our constitution to ana appoint to me ne kakra e di ama wo say hwe na tena e ho no enti dia na no mo ha no mo kan nyina ne say gidie pa de omuni ba ku sei e wo regional minister ni na omuni bi so e wo ni DC no so because omama adere say attendees ne pa de omonfa bi enye adwuma na emu de oman kasa epe ene de omususu na omo de beye adwuma e wo ho enche bebre ewudie bebre akoso before kra Ghana mra ebe gazette Nana Sangwa Jaflano obi ko press conference of Erika say omo bedani kroni se boko ampa omo eyewie ye nso a omo kunkum nipa wo ho yahyeshi afie yahyeshi edwani na wo ekrom ho ebesi ne police for 18 inch nipa ba kumpo no aka say obo amaya ye investigations enti ya frame wa hanoma na dia nananom ebe so omo de to mo anim eno no ya damase. So we open the floor for questions, if any. Our friends from the media, any question? Yes, sir. Patrol, say you can't one way a bro for so, but to go here on him, baby, I'll feel so high. Begin to go past and criminals. As I tell you, the TV, then I'm which is with Pepsi, how profit. That's no UK. Now, you saw, say, Obi, a young was on my hand, Wabra, on your mind now. Port and Remuno, actually saying, I just saw a criminal. It's in Italia, and who said, "Oh, mine now, all your mind may give a brain glass with it." Again, and I'm over much. I think so.
If for press conference no any akwakọ share abanu enti se no musika saye se no musidi wo monkomo e de efaye no any akwakọ share e de abanu so betumi a kire wadwe e de afa hu because yesi wo boko na enyefe ebisi wo sampa enya de se Ghana for e be ye de enti no se mampani so e de nenan e de esi form efa de ekoso e wo sampa wo modo manu disem e de atodwa so betumi a kire wadwe aha e Nyame TV obetumi a kire wadwe beja comment no e wa ase de amaye no like video me da se bebre so share